All right, good morning, everybody. We are Sunday morning, Sunday before Christmas. Back here at Howard Creek at the camp, we are continuing day 2 of the Smokehouse build. Yesterday, we got all the block laid. We filled all the cells with concrete, satcrete. And today, we're going to be framing the walls. We got our lumber here to work with. Look at all this, our metal roofing. So if we have a good day, we'll get the walls framed, we'll get the roof framed, and hopefully some siding on. And yeah, hopefully it's a good day. It's kind of a late start this morning. Had some running around to do, and honestly feel every single block I laid yesterday in my back. This was so much easier in my 20s. But hey, today's a new day. Ibuprofen's a winner, so let's get after it. I have an idea. I'm going to try something. Kind of mixed on it, but we're going to see if it works. We got some zip tape here that we're going to apply to the bottom of our untreated 2x4s. Hopefully it'll give a little bit of protection from the moisture that's still in the concrete block. Obviously it rains here in Florida, so hopefully this will be a good idea to kind of keep that from rotting away. Last thing you want to do is spend all this time to build a smokehouse, and then 3-4 years you end up having a big problem with rot. So ideally we could have built this whole thing out of cedar. Well, cedar is great if you want to spend a bunch of money and have access to good material. This came from the box store, so we're not super keen on building a complete fancy house here. We wanted the smoked sausage. Zip tape is something that's used as part of a system, the zip system. A lot of builders have gone to it. You may see houses being built that have like green sheathing. It's supposed to have a waterproofing either chemical in it, or it's basically trying to avoid or having to avoid doing your Tyvek or your usual moisture barriers. The caveat to that is you spend more on the zip board, and then you have to come back and use this tape on every single joint, horizontal, verticals. It's supposed to be a watertight seal. I've never used it personally for that system in building houses, but it's a new thing, and technology is always evolving. I think as builders we should entertain newer options, and that could be better for our customers, but I have not tried it yet. One thing I have used zip tape for, just miscellaneous products. You know, we do a lot of roofing in Colorado, and we have used this on not so much roof applications, but sometimes sealing up our flashings. So, you know, not against it. I just have never done a whole house with it. And this is just something that will create a little bit of a barrier between the moisture coming out of the block, the rain, whatever, and I mean, guess it's better than nothing. So we will see. This and one more will make 2 of these I built. So I'm not an expert here. Going back to laying the block yesterday, it wasn't, I mean, we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 20, 23, 24 block. Let me tell you, I felt every single one of them last night. Now, I don't know if something changed when I was in my 20s, and they may block differently, but sure feels heavier now. I mean, it could be getting older, but we're gonna say no. Okay, so what we did is applied the zip tape to our 2x4s. You can see here, this will sit right here on the masonry. Guys going off a motorcycle ride. Great day for it. Great day for it. Here I am building a smokehouse, and they're all going for a great ride. Maybe one day I'll be able to get out there again. Alright, so what we're going to do is cut our next plates for the sides, and then we'll cut the back one. And then from there we got to drill our holes for the anchor bolts, and then we start cutting our studs, and let's get this thing going. So a little time lapse here of a bunch of cutting and measuring. Catch you back in a few minutes. Okay, now that we have our bottom plates and top plates cut, drilled our holes for our bottom plates and anchor bolts, we're going to lay out super simple: stud on the end, stud in the middle, stud on the end. Same thing here, 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 all the way around. Only thing that's going to be different is where the door is. We're going to run one up here, run one just outside of the door opening, and then run a full-length stud from the block down here all the way to the top of the door header. So that's our next thing. Nothing super crazy here. We're not building a 5,000 square foot custom home, but we want it to be good. There, stood there. Oh, that bending down is fun now. Still feel the block. I have a feeling I'm going to feel that for the next couple of days. Don't see it going away anytime soon. Alright, first wall is up. Let's do it again. And then again. We are back from lunch now. Got a little hamburger in me. Now it's time to do the double top plate. Not sure it's really necessary. I mean, again, smokehouse, but I did put anchor bolts in, so I guess if I'm going to go to that extreme, I might as well go ahead and do the double top plate as well. I'll tie everything in, and it should be good to go. Double top plate is on. Now we are going to get our measurements and let's get these two sides on. Right before we nail the siding on really good, we will just check with plumb, make sure everything is just the way it's supposed to be. Man, whoever laid this block wall did a really good job. It's the exact same all the way around. Yeah, maybe all the lumber's cut the same. So 64.5 is our number. We're going to make it 66 just so it barely sticks down below the block a little bit. Let's cut two pieces of T111 siding. What did I just say? 60. We'll go 66. Alright, now hopefully our air is adjusted correctly. Wish the compressor would kick on. There we go. Now we're cooking with grease. Alright, so this ought to be fun. That is complete sarcasm. This will not be fun. But I think I can get it up there, push it up to the blocks, put a couple of tacks. As long as I'm flush with the end here, it's 4-foot panel, 4-foot wall. Life should be everything we want it to be. But an extra set of hands sure would be nice too. Found me a helper. Alright. Alright, so I'm flush with the top. Bottom's good. I'm gonna put one there. Over top. It's good. Put that there. There we go. Now we've got what we need. A little droppage, but I'll pick that up. Day 2. Walls are up. Roof is framed with rafters, subfascia. We've got siding on 3 sides here. All 3 sides. We'll be unfortunately busy tomorrow doing other stuff, but when I come back the next day, we will be working on this front side, get the door framed out, door fabricated, and then put the sheet metal up on the roof, and we'll be good to go. Till then.